6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Great beginning there under the bright lights of primetime.
Yeah, it takes you back to high school football on a Friday night, doesn't it? When you feel like every eye in the county is on you. In this case, every eye in primetime is on.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
To throw on third down, Purcell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. Throwing on first down, Purcell. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 2 yards to go on third down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Harrison. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. Fourth down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Raiders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Off the play fake. Purcell. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold or did they rough the quarterback? Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
11 yards for number 11.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to stretch out their lead. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead grows to 10-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the...
That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Xavier Worthy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field, so you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find him, and he did there.
So out come the Raiders. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Harrison. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC's offense ready to take over.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Again, it's Pacheco. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. The Chiefs hit a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Xavier Worthy
with a milestone here. Touchdown number 200 for his brilliant career. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off play action. Purcell. And got his man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He'll get that complete to Harrison.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Sherman. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On play action, it's Mahomes.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Now Mahomes, eluding the pressure right.
This ball taken in here by Brooks.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's good for 28 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Pacheco is in. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this 1st half with this slim deficit closing in on the end of the 1st half. We'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
On 1st down, Purcell. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he comes back with one complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. That was signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Back to throw. Purcell. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
So message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. Takes it to about the 37.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. That's pulled in by Brooks. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 74 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco once again. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Here's Pacheco.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there.
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Pacheco.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Isaiah Pacheco.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Purcell.
Pass complete there to Harrison.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Purcell.
He'll let one go deep for downs.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. An explosive 38-yard pickup. Pretty good play by both the thrower and the catcher there, Charles. 3rd down. Showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And what I liked about the play was his receivers understanding that everything wasn't on time back in the pocket. Rhythm was off a little bit. He adjusted as well and gave them a chance to complete that play.
No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown Raiders. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Elliott on for the extra point. And this one's back to an 8-point game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it winds up at 6 points for the Raiders. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes going up top.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
They go play fake. Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Fielded at about the 28. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle they go. It's Harrison, and he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Off the play fake, Purcell, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Purcell. He finds his man, complete. That's Harrison. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. To throw on 2nd down, Purcell finding room at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Operating from the gun, Purcell. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Back to throw, Purcell. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Off play action, Purcell. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, they got him again. George Karlaftis. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Hey, you're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
Now 1st and goal.
Operating from the gun, Purcell. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd and 2.
To throw is Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back to throw, Mahomes. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Chiefs get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
So now London down by 10. A little over a minute and a half remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. And that's complete to Brown.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Looking to throw. Purcell.
Over the middle, Harrison.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
He finds his man, complete. It's Harrison. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really